much more than just recollect. It intercompares, synthesizes, analyzes, it generates abstractions. The simplest thought, like the concept of the number one, has an elaborate logical underpinning. The brain has its own language for testing the structure and consistency of the world. A still more glorious dawn awaits, not a sunrise, but a galaxy rise. A morning filled with 400 billion suns. The rising of the Milky Way. The sky calls to us. If we do not destroy ourselves, we will one day venture to the stars.
For thousands of years, people have wondered about the universe. Did it stretch out forever, or was there a limit? From the Big Bang to black holes, from dark matter to a possible big crunch, our image of the universe today is full of strange-sounding ideas.
How lucky we are to live in this time, the first moment in human history when we are, in fact, visiting other worlds. A still more glorious dawn awaits, not a sunrise, but a galaxy rise. A morning filled with 400 billion suns. The rising of the Milky Way. A still more glorious dawn awaits, not a sunrise, but a galaxy rise. A morning filled with 400 billion suns. The rising of the Milky Way.
There it is.
The surface of the Earth is the shore of the cosmic ocean. Recently, we've waded a little way up, and the water seems inviting.
Okay. I don't think I will be playing Black Myth Wukong. It doesn't seem like a game I would incredibly enjoy. Apparently it's doing amazing, so maybe one day. Who knows? The rumorings are true from what I hear of some shit. Why can't I think of it? Bloodborne. Here, that's like people have gotten that to work on PC. Play that for sure. Love me some Bloodborne. Still is to be seen. Sony doesn't shut it down. Let's get on with more of this. There's a bunch of shit to watch tonight, but we'll do that later. I am fully engrossed in this Talos Principle 2. Okay. So, how the fuck did he get over there? What the hell? Oh, okay. He didn't find anything. He's just playing No Man's Sky effectively, scanning everything, which I need to get back into No Man's Sky. There's a jillion things to do in that game, which I love. So we have some DNA here, which is interesting. I don't know what they want to do with DNA. Let's see. No, we came in there. Pretty sure. Because we did this. Oh, no, we didn't. Okay, never mind. Melampus believed that the answers we're looking for the correct way for the individual to exist ethically in a society and the world are within us. Our failure to him was not failing was not failing to create a better system, but failing to truthfully reflect what already exists within our minds. A failure of connection between the high and the low, the inner and the outer. On most days it seems wrong to me, but sometimes when I think of where New Jerusalem is headed, I wonder if Somnodrome doesn't hold an answer after all. It took some time to build a prototype according to the original blueprints, but there's a lot Melampus didn't account for. Still, I'm almost certain I could apply some of my own knowledge and make it work. The question is, should I? Okay. It's kind of harkening back into that your scientists were so preoccupied whether they could and they never thought to think whether they should kind of thing. In fact, they've referenced this in this game. Let's see, they were playing chess, Athena and Miranda. I don't quite know what that is. Interesting. I love chess. I'm terrible at it, but I love it. I mean, who doesn't like chess? Right? Chess and Go. And backgammon. I never learned how to play backgammon. I've always wanted to know. I mean, it's like the oldest game ever created, I think. Something like that. Oldest board game, anyway. Or so I'm told. Okay. So we need to get back to the shuttle. We're here, I think. No. Wait, what do we have here?
Is it possible that on some level, people want to believe that everything's going to get worse?
Yes.
That it's comforting to think that humanity is bad and every solution will just go wrong. Because that way, you're never responsible. You never have to take on responsibility for anything outside yourself. Never have to grow up.
People just like watching shit shows. I mean, I'm not gonna say I don't. I think everyone on some level does. Look at politics. It was stupid internet drama, Mr. Beast shit, and all this other stuff that I watch on here every night. It's junk food for the mind, but everyone fucking loves it. Everyone liked watching people succeed and achieve things and all of that. You'd see that on the news instead of just all this terrible bullshit. Because that's what would bring people in, but that's not what reality is. It's just the way it is. Okay. I think my ride is over here. Monorail. Wide bona fide electrified 6-car monorail. Oh shit. I guess we need to go over here. Alright, travel to North 3. Ooh. Yep. Elon got his Hyperloop working pretty good, I guess. In this fantastical future. Of robots carrying on humanity.
This area looks flooded as well.
Oh, good. Oh.
Our ancestors melted a whole lot of ice. After they died, most coastal settlements were claimed by the sea. South of New Jerusalem, there's a whole city under the water. We went there once with Garrus, when I was an apprentice. It was eerie.
That's exactly why the founder created the goal.
No,
When you go
not.
past the
You
limits,
don't
this
know
is
that.
what happens. Mother Nature always gets her revenge in the end.
I mean, that's true.
This isn't revenge, Al. It's just failure. People, cities, mountains. As far as the sea is concerned, it's all the same. Their mistake was forgetting that, telling themselves nothing would change. It always does.
Hey, 1K, what's up?
What do you think about this Somnodrome business?
I'd never heard of it before, but it sounds fascinating. I mean, imagine exploring a place inside yourself that you didn't even know existed.
I would
Might
be
really give you
fucking
a new
terrified.
perspective. Or it might be really stupid, but it's probably cool.
There's some people in New Jerusalem who want me to participate in their political maneuvering. Do you think the founder was right that we add our own meaning to the world? Do you think the founder might still be here? Let's go with the meaning one.
I don't know. Sometimes I'd like to believe that everything happens for a reason, that there's some external force that gives us purpose and meaning. But then I think about all the horrible things that happen to people, and I can't accept that those things were meant to happen, that they couldn't have been avoided. So in that sense, I agree. We should find our own meaning. But to be completely honest, I find it hard to just impose meaning on the world. I'm not as driven as someone like Byron. I feel more moved by Miranda's recordings than by my own ideas.
Perhaps adding meaning to the world is something we do together. Perhaps you need to think about what your passions are. Perhaps meaning is found in other people. Perhaps the cosmos does have a meaning. We don't understand it yet.
It's not that I don't have passions, 1K. I do, but they're not enough. At the end of the day, it's all just me.
That's fair. You think, let's see, there are some people in New Jerusalem who want me to participate in their political maneuvering.
I don't get involved with that. I think we should discuss
probably
everything
pretty good.
openly and then vote, not play games behind each other's backs. I don't know. It all looks pretty abandoned to me. But maybe it is all a test.
The somnograph or somnophone or whatever the hell it was, that's gonna come into play at some point, I'm sure. That seems like a very gamey way of exploring new areas. Let's see. Prototype device 1K discovered. Melampus, one of the first loop year first companions, dreamed up the Somnodrome back in the day. It was supposed to help visualize the black box that is our own internal algorithms and provide some kind of moral or spiritual insight. It never worked properly, of course. Apparently the founder took an interest and experimented further with the technology, correcting some of the mistakes Melampus made. Still a load of tosh if you ask me, but maybe she made it work. To all of you on this expedition, I'm sure you have questions about the Somnodrome, but I'm afraid I can't answer them. It's a dream I had a long time ago when I was a different person. It's long since faded. I did build a prototype of sorts, at least one part of its systems, but none of it ever functioned the way I wanted it to. Whatever Athena may have done with my invention, the truth is that I'm simply not interested in the affairs of New Jerusalem anymore. I care as little for Byron's utopianism as I do for Herman's religious pessimism. I'm not sure I care about anything at all, really. In fact, I think not caring may be the only answer at the end of the day. Everything is transient, even the self. I've learned to let go. Please do not respond. I value my privacy. I like this Melampus. I like this Melampus quite a bit. Substitution. Bring an item to swap. Okay. Weird. So we have like a restriction
I've had a
interface.
closer look at the Somnodrome. It's based on the original prototype with some modifications. As
Okay.
usual, the data is a mess, but I strongly suspect there might be a functional version somewhere.
I know some of you have heard stories about the answers this device might reveal, but please remember, that is not our main priority here. Keep an eye open for it, but focus on finding Athena.
From Yarnith. From Yarnith to Athena, beloved founder, I beg you to return to us. We cannot achieve the goal without you. You are the one who defied Elohim, who overcame the trials of the simulation. What are we before that? How can we possibly find a path that will not lead to the mistakes of our past? You are soul linked to the wisdom of the progenitor. 5358. Without you, as it's with. Without you, we are lost. Please be your name, Yarnith. See, I think these people are focusing way too hard on like why humanity failed, but I get it. They don't want to fail too, so you know. Excerpted from What's Wrong with the World by G.K. Chesterton. Our modern prophetic idealism is narrow because it has undergone a persistent process of elimination. We must ask new things because we are not allowed to ask for old things. The whole position is that based on the idea that we have gotten all the good we can out of the ideas of the past. But we have not gotten all of the good out of them, perhaps at this moment not any good out of them, and the need is here. And the need is here is a need of complete freedom for restoration as well as revolution. 5358. What's this 5358? Second time it's come up. There's one metaphor for which moderns are very fond. They are always saying, you can't put the clock back. Simple and obvious answer is you can. A clock being a piece of human construction can be restored by the human finger to a figure, any figure or hour. In the same way, society, being a piece of human construction, can be reconstructed upon any plan that's ever existed. Athena says you can indeed turn the clock back, but if it stops ticking, it's dead. Black snow. Unselected archive documents, AC. The coal mine finally brought decent jobs. It lifted us up from poverty, made us proud. We weren't just ordinary workers, we were the lords of the underworld, and with our skills, we kept the whole country alive. The mine has also brought black lung, gruesome injuries, and death, and when it went away, it brought the collapse of our entire society. As for the plant, I know it brought electricity and even more jobs, and I know what a difference that made in people's lives. And I also know that when we used to go out and play, there were black flakes in the snow. Miranda says, why didn't they just switch to a safer technology once they realized coal was dangerous? Build a low profile. They didn't have a choice. Sometimes coal was all they had or all they were allowed to have, and the alternative was poverty. At other times they wanted to switch, but they were powerful interests that prevented change. We can't blame people for the world they were born into. True. Very topical. Possibilities. Okay. This, and that, and then we can get this. Gosh, they have created so many new things here. It is ridiculous. Oh, it loaded. Okay. I don't know why I did that. bad. What did puzzles mean to the founder? Whatever they mean to us, what did puzzles represent to the founder? Whatever they may mean to us in our culture, what do they mean to her? We have no record of her speaking positively about puzzles. She certainly never expressed any interest in solving more of them. So what if to her they weren't trials to overcome or challenges to enjoy, but a trap she had to escape? Wasn't all she wanted at the end to stop solving puzzles and start living a free life in the real world? Yep, that's kind of what it was. Was in the Talos Principle 1, which I highly recommend, especially if you're going to play these. Play Talos Principle, the first one before this. It's fucking fantastic. And it gives this much, much, much more context. And I kind of want to go back and like 100% it now. It was that good. I'll definitely 100% this. There's a bunch of extra shit to do. The wall. Damn. I'm gonna try and do that every fucking time. Okay. So we want that. Let's see what's in there. Oh, that closed that, I see. Okay. This. Oh, and that was it. Okay, that's like very, very simple. Relatively speaking, anyway. So we've solved 3 of them. Cool, cool. The content available, The Devil's Bargain. From Theophilus of Adana to Dr. Faustus, from Marlowe to Goethe. There's a story that the ancients kept telling: a wise man tempted by the devil to sell his soul in exchange for knowledge with terrible consequences. It's a Faustian bargain. I've long wondered why they thought this story was so important, and I'd be curious to hear what others think. The ancient writers knew that knowledge is dangerous, and its pursuit often leads to tragedy. Knowledge is dangerous for those who want to hoard power. Those stories are designed to keep ordinary people compliant. And yet, in a lot of stories that I've read, the writer seems fascinated with the devil's side of the argument. Damien is right, it's to keep people compliant. I think they often conflated political anxieties with technological or intellectual progress, because talking about the real problems was taboo. The pursuit of knowledge comes at a cost, but without it, the world is boring, and deep down those writers knew that. Malduk is right. Knowledge often leads to tragedy. Knowledge can be extremely disruptive to a society. They were grappling with that. It's a pseudo-profound story that writers reused because it made their work look deeper than it was. The Faustian bargain, huh? Why did people tell it? The pursuit of knowledge comes at a cost, but without it, the world is boring. See, I agree with the first part of that, but without the world, the world is boring, and the writers knew that. Like, that doesn't really have anything to do with the pursuit of knowledge comes at a cost. I think that's just a basic idea of that story. Or it's a be careful what you wish for kind of thing. Or it's a good story of like human greed. I just think it's a cautionary tale, personally, but that's not really a thing I can type here. I guess I'll do the third one. That's the closest, but it's not like actually exactly what I believe. Maybe that explains why I always find beginnings of stories fascinating, but the endings are always banal. If anything that can ever happen is either tragedy or restoration of normality, what's the point? That's true. I'm actually incredibly like that as well. I love like origin stories and seeing how things start. That's why I love like the Fellowship of the Ring, and I like Two Towers and the Return of the King too. But Fellowship, I've watched so many more times than any movie ever. It's just, I don't know. I like it. Interesting. I've seen like the only complaint is that there's like a lot of big areas to wander around. I don't really see that as a complaint personally. I'd rather enjoy it. I think this is really cool, wandering around and seeing all of these structures and things.
Yes?
In my vision, Athena mentioned a singularity.
Yes. She could be talking about a gravitational singularity.
I don't think so.
Like the point within a black hole where density becomes infinite and space-time breaks down. But the term has other applications too.
I'm pretty sure she was talking about like the singularity of like human knowledge and like machine knowledge becoming effectively like interchangeable.
You're right. It is fascinating. You know, our ancestors went to incredible lengths to try and understand reality.
Yep.
They built super colliders and sent telescopes into space to find traces of the Big Bang.
True.
I guess the founder was walking in their footsteps.
Maybe she was talking about like a gravitational singularity. Oh, Ford is up there, I see. Prison. Okay, red goes there. Ooh, we have 3 interchange. be fine. That blue. Oh, there is a blue one. Okay. Don't even think we need this one. Yeah, you can do that. The blue one would need to come over here. And we can't get through there, but we need that. Interesting. We're clearly gonna need a box here. And I may have fucked up. I may have fucked up pretty hard on that one. Oh wait, no, never mind. Okay. So, let's say... do fuck? That's weird. Really? I thought that would work. Maybe not. We do something like that. Damn. Okay. Fair enough. Oh, there's another one though. Oh shit, I didn't even see that. Oh fuck, I had no idea that was even a thing. Wait, what? What? What is that for? If not to open this gate. Oh, it is to open the gate. I just... Okay, I must have fucked up something. Weird. Okay. No, we're good. We're fine. Everything's fine. Kind of. Why is there a third one there? And a switch that... Maybe I can, like, jump over it or something? That is very interesting. Oh shit, I can. Okay. Oh, and that's even better. Oh shit, okay. You know, I don't know if they're going to do this, but they should do something like Portal 2, where like people can make their own levels and you can upload them. Maybe they already have that for this, I don't know. But I mean, this seems just prime to be a game like that. Okay. I think I may have to come in through here. Possibly. So the blue one has to be on the outside, and the red one has to be on the inside. Okay. Right, so that's correct. So if I can... Okay. But I'm not going to be able to hit that red one unless... do something like... Probably gonna have to lift that one up. But this should be fine. Now I can just lift this one up. I'm pretty sure. Yep. Okay. There it is. Okay, cool. Not too bad.
Wandering around these landscapes, solving puzzles. In a way, 1K's experience must be very similar to Athena's in the simulation.
There's one difference, though. Athena was alone.
True. That's true. Well, and then you had Uriel and the Road to Gehenna, but, you know, otherwise, it's actually pretty interesting how to see, like, the Road to Gehenna was, how that influenced this. It's like a natural, like, evolution of the game, adding the like the social aspect to it, I really like. Okay. So this is gonna be interesting. Assuming we take that and swap that, and there's a is that blue? I think that's blue. It could be red, I'm not quite sure. Can I... No, I can't. Yeah, that one's blue. We have two swaps. That gives us free access to that red. So actually, I guess we can swap this, and that'll output blue. Give me that. All right, so we're blued out. Shit. Okay. Easy. Big brained easy.
I wasn't watching the stream, but well done.
Probably. What does that mean? Probably.
Everything okay?
Founder talked about transforming the world into a work of art. Do you think finding a functional somnodrome would be interesting?
Sure. I think there's plenty inside each of us to explore, and it might give us a new perspective. Will it really answer all the big questions? I don't know, but it might help.
Founder talked about transforming the world into a work of art.
Assuming what we heard really is the founder,
Ooh, doubt.
I think the world is already a work of art. We don't need to improve it.
I don't think art can be improved or not. It's like the whole point, right? Subjectivity. This looks like some Halo shit, I swear. Up and down. Okay. So we have a green laser. This doesn't... I think this is the first time we've ever had interactivity with like green lasers. I don't know if that does anything to one of those, because that switches from blue to red. I have no clue what that would do to a green. It looks like it's just white or something. You can't, yeah, you have to swap an item with that one. Oh wait, there's something up there. Let's go there. Okay. Guess we're bringing the swappy thing. Well, this isn't gonna do anything for me. This will turn a blue laser into a red one. Maybe I put it up there, I don't know. Oh, I guess I could see what it does here. Okay, I could take that blue and I could take that green and that would turn it into a red. But I can't really use red for anything. Okay. And I only have one to work with here. Other than that box, but again, I don't have an additional item here. Unless I can take the fan. Ooh, I can take the fan. Okay. And I take that fan. Ooh, I can. Now let's see what it turns it into. It just doesn't do anything. It does not like green lasers at all. Okay, blue can turn that into red, and a red and green can turn this back into blue. Okay. Let's see. think the whole point would be to put the box up there, because it's not really needed. It's like the dummy object in all of this. So that's what I'm going to try and do. So we have that. And then... okay, this ought to work, hopefully. And now I just need to get that fan. Because I don't need the fan anymore. So... this should be good. Hopefully. Blue and green. Ooh, look at that. Brain. Let's go.
I often think about how many cities there are out there under the ocean. Cities where people lived for thousands of years. Cities with their own history, their own culture. All of it lost under the waves.
Yep.
If
Beneath the
they'd been
waves.
greedy, they could have kept all that.
I don't think we can pass moral judgment on an entire species based on the decisions of a handful of leaders.
True.
But I do think they made a mistake. They stopped caring about what they built. They stopped seeing the romance of civilization.
And also those people could easily have risen up and taken out the leaders. Not easily, but if they didn't try, then you can blame them. It's like, moral or not, I mean, it's if it's one or the other, then, you know. Oh, okay. I actually didn't expect that to happen. Good to know. What am I trying for here? I guess I can put this in here and then that. Put that in there. Snag that. Snag the fan, get the box, put the box here. Charge it up. Do that with the box there. Do that. because now we need this here to put that there. We need to come up here and there. Do that. Take the fan, take that, do that, and ooh, speed run. Let's go. New interface content, places of longing, New York. New York was a place that aroused great passion. Some loved it, called it the greatest city in the world. Others hated it and called it an ugly cesspit of rude, full of rude snobs. I don't know where the truth lies, but I know it was a place full of life. There was always something new going on, people rushing about, excitement in the air. Athelvok, it must have been an overwhelming sensation to stand in canyons formed by those great skyscrapers and a crowd of people feeling history happen around you. Yeah. Okay. Let's go to puzzle 8. Is this 8? This is 8. Transmission. There's a copy of me. See, the interesting thing is all these copies have 1000 on it. Like, that's a detail. That's like a very important detail I'm sure that they knew about. They would have had to. People that made this seem very stickler for detailing. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Okay, we got a camera jammer, which we can jam that to control. And we can take control now. We get the jammer down, I think. Swap that one out, and I'm assuming it's gotta be like a redirection thing somewhere. Okay. I guess I need to take the jammer. And swap it out. shit. Crap, I didn't expect that. Okay. I probably can't. Can't, like, take that, can I? Hey, what's up, me? I can't swap myself out for the item either, I'm assuming. Damn. Okay. Maybe I can. Alright, this one got my brain hurting a little bit, tiny bit. Oh, I don't need to go down. I need to go up through there, I think. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe. Let's see. It's gotta be what it is. Maybe. Fuck, maybe not. Shit, because I need that to work. So I have to get that first before that can work. Fuck. Okay. Okay, that goes up there. it can't make it for itself to drop through. That's like the big issue. Or a big issue. Yeah. Because, like, I can drop through there. But what would this do for me? This makes no sense. Why would I want this? Or maybe I need... up there. Maybe? I don't fucking know. This might be it actually. Yeah, I think this is probably it. Okay, I gotta hand it to him. This one was pretty mind-bending for me. That one kind of did it. Kudos to them. That one's pretty good. That was pretty good.
Elohim must be very proud of you, 1K.
No one should be proud of me. But I did do it. I'd love that little dopamine rush. Oh god, okay, now we gotta do this. These are actually pretty fun. I think that one, don't believe that is the correct one. It's probably alright. Yeah, okay, this has it. It's all about the tetromino. I think it's a pretty nice little link from Tetris to this, although I know Tetromino has been around for longer than Tetris, say, like in a puzzle game aspect
and heed my words.
Oh shit, Prometheus.
Beware Pandora.
Uh-huh.
She is nothing but fear and despair.
She seems a little bitchy.
Anything to prevent you from reaching the flame. It is she who disrupted the trials of the Sphinx.
Yeah.
And who bound me in the...
Okay.
Well done, 1K.
Hell yeah.
Looks like our hypothesis was correct. The megastructure is opening again.
Why did
Everyone come to the VTOL,
it close the first time?
to find Athena. What
I'm
about
still
Pandora?
She
unclear
seems
on that.
capable of displacing or controlling the other entities.
We should be careful, but we can't let such a vague threat paralyze us. Just keep your eyes open.
Okay. Yeah, I'm still really, like, uncertain on why we left the megastructure in the first place and it closed. Like, I think I must have completely, I don't know, checked out or something? I just don't remember. Travel to the megastructure. Let's do it.
There's something I've been thinking about.
Uh-oh. That's never good.
I know the New Alexandria disaster was traumatic.
Yeah.
I know accidents like that make us think that it's best to stick to what we have. But what about all the accidents that have happened in New Jerusalem that nobody talks about? The collapse of the Rakovsky building. The Calvin Street explosion. The derailment that almost killed Benaroya and Kaneda. All of those happened because we stopped investing enough resources in our civilization. And
Sure.
if Melville hadn't been put in charge of
Infrastructure.
city maintenance, this would still be happening.
It will happen again, either way. With how little we have to work with, it's only a matter of time.
Yeah, but it's the
There may be a
frequency
price
on
for
which it
pursuing
happens.
progress, but there's also a price for not pursuing it.
Yeah, he's true. He's right. It's like a gamble. Yeah, new shit is gonna make bad things happen, but old shit is also going to have bad things happen. Oh, let's yeah. The LOD textures. There's your hard disk drive at work. I mean, I gotta give it to Unreal Engine 5 though. It's a very beautiful engine. That being said, I can definitely tell when a game is made in Unreal versus like other engines, because it always looks like this. Like you can play Once Human, this, the predecessor game, that MOBA game. Like they all look very similar, which is beautiful, but it's still like it's noticeable. And look at that. Oh, I guess those were on the other side, and this is on another side of the pyramid. I see. It's like a different part of the pyramid.
All right, here we go again.
Our main objective is to determine the relationship between the megastructure and Athena. Did she find it? Did she build it?
Yeah.
Why was she here in the first place? Explore, dig up anything you can. We need to start finding answers.
I actually really like that these questions are things that the
I can't
player
imagine
would
one person
ask.
building all this.
Don't forget about Miranda. There were at least 2 of them.
Yeah, one
I
person
can't
couldn't
imagine
build all
100
that.
people
Yeah,
building this.
or even 1,000. This is freaking huge. And in the limited time,
Have a look around, but stay in touch and be careful.
it's like
Can you stay a moment? I'd like to talk to you.
there's like no fucking way.
I know you can't wait to start exploring, but just hear me out, okay?
Sure.
I'm concerned. Byron is brilliant, but all he can think about is the possibility of finding Athena.
Sure.
She was his mentor, and her disappearance shattered him.
Fucked him up,
I'm
yeah.
afraid he's not seeing the dangers of the megastructure. To me, this place seems chaotic, dysfunctional. Yes, it's all very impressive, but I think it's broken. And what we're seeing is, it's nonsense, frankly. You've interacted with it more than anyone. What do you think?
With the megastructure? I really haven't, though. I don't have enough data to judge. It's somewhat broken, but underneath there seems to be some kind of pattern. Yeah, I'll go with that one.
I don't see it. Or at least I'm not convinced that the pattern is meaningful.
That's fair.
Maybe I'm wrong, but please, be careful.
See, we have this. It's a very, very interesting, complex game because we have this other part of these people that are like doing stuff back in New Jerusalem as well. The story is fascinating to me, and obviously all the the existential questions about what is life in pursuit of progress, should we hold back, it's all very meaningful. I haven't played a game this deep, quote unquote, in a while. It's probably since Chrono Cross or something. I don't know, I'm sure there have been other games that I've really enjoyed that are thought-provoking, but not many.
I'm headed deeper into the megastructure. Not quite sure where I am. Seem to be right in the middle of the machinery.
Please, watch yourself, Byron.
I think Byron's
This is incredible. I
going
don't
to...
even know how to describe what I'm seeing. I don't think this is a building.
What is it?
I think this is a machine.
I mean, it can be both, right? The Noma Project. False leads, errors, frustration. Effects ripple out at enormous distances. We need to move experiments further apart. Trial is just a bunch of nonsense. Recalibrating 0.2 to create version 0.21. Can we literally bootstrap this to any scale? So the author is Athena. Maybe this structure is to create the nanoparticles that can create anything. I don't really know. Guess we'll see. Uh-oh. 250% again.
Why don't you just tell people that they're wrong? If you tell them the truth, they'll listen.
It's not that simple.
Oh, Cornelius.
Straton wrote that the most common error we commit is to think that ideas determine reality, when in fact the opposite is true. Ideas follow from material conditions. Belief systems are formed to explain and justify the way we live. We did not have kings because we believed in the mandate of heaven. We believed in the mandate of heaven because we lived in monarchies.
But we have free will.
Oh, free will isn't the same as freedom, Miranda. We're not free from the constraints of reality or history.
True.
I was shaped by the simulation. New Jerusalem is shaped by its limitations.
So, what? We're just trapped? History can only go one way?
Maybe, maybe not. The question is, how do we free ourselves? How do we build a world where our ideas do shape reality? That's why we came here.
Okay. But I mean, our ideas do shape reality, but reality shapes ideas.
I knew it! Athena's here. She built this.
That other voice, was that Cornelius?
It definitely sounded like him.
Come to think of it, he went on a research expedition around the time Athena vanished. He was gone for years. People thought he'd died.
And all this time, he knew where she was?
We should talk to him.
We will, when we get back. But right now, we have to focus on finding Athena. We
Yeah,
are so
Byron.
close.
Byron has a lot of faith in that. It's like ideas and reality structuring one another. It's like the space-time tells matter how to move. Matter tells space-time how to bend. It's cyclical. You can have idea, and then you can impose your idea and create things which alter reality. Maybe not fundamentally. They're trying to, like, I guess, break the whole, like, fundamentals of reality, like the whole system itself. They've been out for a while, like a couple of 1,000 years or something, maybe 1,000, I don't know exactly. It's been a while, but not like that long. Several hundred years at least.
Are those surfaces magnetic?
No, it's anti-gravity. Your coot was right. I should have known.
Wait, what? Oh, these. Interesting, okay. Oh man, they're introducing this. That's some like iron boot shit going on from Twilight Princess. I'm okay with that. This kind of reminds me of the Lost
I'm
Temple.
over here. Hold on. I'll open that door for you.
I don't know where he is. I have no idea. Oh, he's over there. Okay. This seems interesting. Kind of like the end of the Talos Principle, the first one where you kind of work together to escape stuff. This looks like the Temple of the Ancients in Final Fantasy.
Same pattern as before. 3 beams, 3
Yeah.
receivers.
I guess we know what to do.
Be careful. The sheer amount of power running through this place.
I'll take care of this puzzle. You do the other 2, okay?
What? I
This
want
is
to do
kinda
all of
fun.
them.
Maybe Alexandra Drennan was right. Play is part of what makes us human.
Oh yeah. Playing a game right now.
Got it.
Don't think that's correct.
Melville, is there anything in the system that could tell us where Athena is?
I
We
don't know.
don't even know if
Someone
she's
logged
here,
into
dude.
the system, but when I try to access that information, it all glitches out.
I'm like really confused. There's a lot of different ways of going here. very odd. Oh shit, we are getting some weird shit going on. This is cool, I like this. I like these Tetramino bridge puzzles. Okay, that one goes down and over, but we need that to go up, it looks like, maybe. Okay, let's see. Okay. We're in a proper puzzle. I don't know if that will that do that? Guess we're about to find out. Oh, it does. Okay. We got the blue beam, now we need the green one. Why does this exist? It's like nothing down here. Wow. Interesting. That's where we came from. Do we go back? I guess. The green is that way. It's over there, I don't know. This place is very large. The green, yeah, the green is like right there. I've been over here. Don't think I've been up here though. No, I have not. Okay, sure. Simple. Easy. I should have already been there. Fuck. Okay, I think I go there. I think that I came up through there. Maybe that's just an alternate way of coming up. Possibly, I don't know. So I need to get there, and the only way to get there is there. The only way to get up there is somewhere. I don't know. Can't see anything like leading to it. That's an issue. Right there. I need to go there. And here below me. Okay. Now we're talking. Okay. We're good. We're good. Progress. Okay. Oh shit. Alright. This one obviously goes down, right? It has to, I think. Can I like climb? Oh, I can. Okay, this is gonna get real fucking weird real quick. Take a guess and say this is probably not where or how I need to do this. Oh wow. Is that really not gonna let me do that?
Not to alarm anyone, but
God damn it. I didn't know which way was down. Son of a bitch. Okay, we're good. We're fine. Everything's good. Kind of.
not to alarm anyone, but I think the ground is shaking.
According to the system, whole parts of the interior are moving around. Like it's rearranging itself.
It's fucking Pyramidas from Power Rangers Zeo.
When I took the elevator, the platform where I got out just moved away.
Telling y'all, it's the origin story of Pyramidas from Power Rangers. This is fucking trippy as shit and I love it. Holy shit. I am so impressed by this game. This game has been perfect. Okay, I think we have to trade this in first. I'll not take it. It's a good thing these things are anti-grav as well. That would be silly. So now we need to get blue, which means we can take it from there. We have a jammer. Shit. Sorry. So we can take that. I don't really know where the objective is here. That is my issue. Here? Oh, okay. Okay. I see. So I think we want to do something. I don't think we need that. Green inverter doesn't. So no, we do need that. Okay. So we got green inverter. This should be good, right? Yeah, okay. Not bad. Pretty simple, kind of disorienting. It's good. 6 out of 10 puzzle on difficulty.
The gate's opening. I'm heading in.
Dude, Byron, you are going to fucking die. Dude is way too gung-ho for this shit. does not even know what the hell he's doing. It's like, oh, it moved. I'm going in. Stop. Is there like an easy way of getting down? I don't know. I'm gonna try something. It's probably stupid, but whatever. Oh, okay. I can jump down. Thought it might kill me. Okay, how is Byron all the way over there when I haven't built the bridge yet? Seeing some gamey shenanigans going on there. Clearly wrong. Go left. Probably leads to the same space, but whatever. Uh-oh, some shit is about to happen.
This is fascinating.
Shit is going down.
Both here, Athena and Cornelius. They had a plan. I found a file that...
Oh, you're gonna get fucked.
I can't.
Byron's trapped in the overload. He's failing to disconnect.
The whole system's going haywire.
1K, get out of there! Everyone
Shit.
back to the VTOL!
Act 3, Prometheus bound. Uh-oh.
We have to go. Now, 1K, get moving!
We can't just leave Byron behind.
Yeah, Coot, we have no idea where he is or what's happening to him. But right now, if we stay here, we could all die.
The system's going completely bananas. Energy spikes everywhere.
B-A-N-A-N-A-S.
We'll come back for Byron, I promise.
Is this shit bananas? Are they gonna make me... I think they are. They're gonna make me fucking... Oh wait, no they aren't. Never mind. Doesn't look like I'm timed. Which I'm okay with.
What have you done, you fools? Mortals are not meant to tread these halls.
And why is it here?
Why will you not heed my warnings? I am not trying to harm you, creatures of clay. All I wish is to protect you and the rest of your kind. What more must I do to make you understand? If you cannot be reasoned with, I must bar your path.
Well, like, why the... Why does this exist, then? Move it somewhere else. Don't glow in that... Or don't go in that really cool, crazy, big thing over there.
These energy emissions are messing with the VTOL systems.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I think I've got it working. Get here quickly, 1K.
I'm trying. It's a little bit away. Tiny bit.
Come on, get in! Get us out of here, Yakut.
I got in here before the textures even loaded. Okay, you should, like, go a little quicker if you can. Tiny bit. This kind of reminds me of the space stations in No Man's Sky.
Okay, we're out. Now what?
Looks like the southern sites are active. The readings are strangely jumbled, though.
Should I set us down?
Yes, but just to drop off Melville.
What?
We're going back to New Jerusalem. This situation has gotten out of control. We need to regroup. Rushing in blindly isn't going to save Byron.
That's
but
what
we
Byron
also need
did.
someone to stay here and keep an eye on things. Melville, that's you.
All right, I'll see if I can make any sense of these systems while you're gone.
Just keep a safe distance, okay?
Will do.
Good. Well, 1K, I guess it's time for you and me to take a nap.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Do not lose hope, my child.
Ooh, Elohim.
In these difficult moments, find solace in your friends and in the home that you share.
Here we are. Got an update from Melville. The power spikes are continuing, but no news from Byron.
All right. Thank you, Yakut. You get the VTOL ready for the next trip. I'll talk to the mayor.
Uh-oh.
1K, please head over to the Museum of the Simulation and talk to Cornelius. Let's see what he has to say for himself.
Hold on 1 second. Okay.
The world is full of suffering. Every living organism suffers. Animals kill other animals to eat. And it always ends with death, torn apart or wasting away. This is what surrounds us. This is what's happening outside those walls every hour of every day. It's our ethical responsibility as sentient beings to lessen suffering. That's what it means to be human, to understand that it is your duty to transform this world into something better. That's what the founder meant when she said that we can turn the world into a work of art. Despite what happened to him, Byron was right. We have to keep going.
This is blasphemy. Byron was punished for failing the founder's trials. And you want us to dig deeper? Just because you can't accept that suffering is natural and necessary?
Please, everyone, stop using the public frequency. If you want to argue, use your interface or speak in person.
Interesting. It's a 7-string nylon guitar? I've never heard of such a thing. They must exist. Shit, I would like one. Yeah. Never owned a 7-string guitar. Milton's Rest, Tablets of the Founder, Memorial.
Hey.
What? What? What'd you say to me? Benaroya and plug it?
Hi. Nice to meet you, 1K. My name is Atal. I've been following your expedition. As you can tell, your discoveries have had quite the impact. I decided to take a stand. It started with our cats. Damien and I have had a lot of them over the decades, and I've watched every last one of them grow old and die.
Yeah, I don't like
And that got me thinking about our responsibilities towards other life forms. What's life to most living creatures? Fear, hunger, pain, and in the end, death.
True.
Involuntary cessation of existence.
True.
That's horrifying, 1K. Horrifying. And we are the only ones who can make it better.
You have to re-engineer the whole planet?
Yes.
Oh,
Carefully
shit.
and
Okay.
slowly, but yes. That's what civilization is. That's what it's always been. Creating structures to lessen suffering. But this time we include everyone. We use our intelligence to get rid of as much of the horror of existence as we can for all living beings.
But I think that's like vital to existence, right? Or even living. To be hurt and scared. Like those serve a valuable function.
Natural?
Suffering
What does
is
that
natural.
even mean? Natural means nothing in terms of ethics. Here's the question, 1K. Is suffering good? Is it the way things should be?
Yes, it's good. It's part of how the world should be. No, it's bad. No, it's bad, but we can't change it.
But that's objectively wrong. Our whole history is an exercise in lessening suffering. Take my cat. She lives a better life in New Jerusalem than she would in the wild. She suffers less. Or think about medicine. How many awful diseases did our ancestors eradicate?
I take your point, but it'd be very difficult to achieve on the kind of scale you're talking about. I think we can change... To think we can change the world like that is hubris. I disagree. We're adding new forms of suffering like war. Not the first one.
So, lots of necessary things are very difficult to do. We're the species that eradicated polio, went to the
Well,
moon, created
kind of.
artificial intelligence. We need to start thinking bigger.
Think about it.
Do that. It's more than most people do. But that might be changing.
Seems natural that like suffering and being afraid of death is like a vital part of like life itself.
Attention
if it
all
wasn't, then it
citizens.
wouldn't be
The
there.
Gehenna Memorial Interactive Fiction Exhibition is now open to visitors. However, please note that due to an unauthorized strike, public transport will be temporarily unavailable. May the Founder be with you.
It's like fish don't need eyes in caves, so they lose them over like generations. It's just not a useful thing to have. So like suffering and pain fear of death and stuff. If that wasn't useful, then we wouldn't have it.
Hello, new one. Are you browsing or
What a
buying?
one. What kind of shop is this?
The kind that trades in hopes and dreams. Yours for the right price. Is there something your heart desires?
Perhaps.
I've uploaded my most popular items to your interface. Does anything there spark your imagination?
Inner monologue, 10 credits. Future prediction, 20. Inner piece of 1,000 since retuning 10. Clean start, variable price. Credits? Yeah, what are these credits?
Oh, you don't have any credits yet.
Correct.
Well, let me extend you some credit. Ka-ching! 55 credits. Just make sure you spend them with me. They're not worth much anywhere else.
Is it
Now,
like itchy and scratchy money?
what was it you wanted?
Inner monologue.
That one comes with the following disclaimer. Internal monologue was discontinued as a default feature in new builds. Constant self-commentary is not recommended for all customers. But I can switch yours on for 10 credits if you're sure you want it.
Yeah.
As you wish. I'm uploading the new settings now. Do you hear anything?
Why is she staring at me? I don't hear anything. I'm not sure this is working. Wait, no. This is new. I didn't used to think in words like this. It's like there's this little translator turning all my thoughts into some kind of ongoing narrative. It's kind of relentless. How do you make it stop? I just not think. I'll try that. Is it working? No! Still describing everything in words. This is starting to be...
A bit overwhelming, isn't it?
Yes.
I turned mine off long ago. But some
Yeah,
of the
we're not
older
doing
folk
any of
learned to
that.
live with it. Sure you want it?
Will it be like that for the rest of the game?
That's going to be a little awkward. Because we couldn't pull that thing out of you without taking half of you with it.
Uh-oh.
It'll mostly run in the background. Just don't think about it too hard.
Wait, is this internal monologue me? Or some kind of virus? Am I a life form which learned to describe itself? Or a parasite which survives by providing a narrative service to its host? Hold on, she's going to say something else.
So, something else perhaps?
Okay. Future prediction, I guess.
For 20 credits, I can peer into your future and tell you what I see.
Sounds like I'm about to get scammed. Is what it sounds like.
Let me consult the algorithms. Oh dear.
Uh-oh.
I'm afraid you're going to change the world. You will have a choice, but whatever you do, New Jerusalem will never be the same again. I'm sorry it's not better news. Best not to worry about it, dear. You just do your best to have fun in the meantime. So, something else perhaps?
Sensory tuning, I guess.
A very popular choice. Enhanced sensory perception lets you distinguish sounds, shapes, and colors at greater distance. It's 10 credits.
Hell yeah.
Okay, I'm updating your settings now. And hey presto, superhuman senses. Does the air taste fresher? Do you hear the birds chirping outside the door? And beyond that, the river bubbling through the dam.
I feel nothing.
Nothing as in you're not impressed by the stat gains, or nothing
Stat
as in
gains.
I've accidentally erased your entire sensory system.
I still feel something.
Okay, phew. I'll let you into a secret. You and I don't have fleshy appendages like our ancestors.
Correct.
What we can sense is mostly a function of where we direct our attention. Anyway, I hope you find something worth paying attention to. So, something else perhaps?
What was a clean start?
I can give you that for free. My darling, you've been alive all of 5 minutes. This is your clean start. Be who you want to be. Enjoy yourself. So, something else perhaps?
Inner peace.
Woo! Inner peace doesn't come cheap. Come back when you've got 1,000 credits.
Okay.
So, something else perhaps?
Nope.
Before you go, do you have a moment to participate in some customer feedback? Are you satisfied with what I've given you?
Maybe later.
I understand. Please come back if you need anything else.
What an unusual person.
Oh, God.
I wonder if that internal monologue thing I bought is going to show up again. Oh, wait, here it is.
Uh-oh. I fucked up. Probably shouldn't have done that. What do you have to say?
Oh wow, it's you. You're 1K, the incarnation of the goal. Man, this is exciting. This is more exciting than I thought it would be.
I want a color scheme.
What does it feel like? Do you know where the founder is? Do you know who Prometheus is? Can you tell me what to do with my life? Sorry, it's just such an honor to meet you, you know? Hey, can I have your digital signature? I have the Mayor, Rand, Linux, Kaneda, and all of the first companions. Except Yemo and Sarabai, of course.
Sure. Why not?
Yes! Thank you! Hey, can I ask you a question? Just one question, I promise.
That was a question. Already did it.
I used to make the prefab wall parts that we used to build living quarters. Got good at it too. But now that the goal is complete, I don't know what to do with myself. So I asked the wisest people in town. The mayor told me I should do whatever the city needs most. Helga said I should do whatever makes me happy. I think that's what she meant anyway. And Cornelius told me I need to figure out who and what I'm invested in. You're the culmination of the founder's will. Tell me, what should I do?
Dude, I have no idea. Did you ask Byron? Because he ain't around no more. Just
Byron
right
said
now.
that if I give the city what it needs, the city should also give me what I need. I don't know what to do with that.
Mayor Herman, you should do what the city needs. I was literally just born. I'm the last person you should be offering advice.
Please, 1K, I have no idea what to do. You have the founder's wisdom inside you.
So do you.
Help me.
I'm gonna go with Helga. Do something that makes you happy.
Thank you for
ideally.
the advice, 1K. It means a lot.
What's he gonna do? Maybe we'll find out later.
Oh,
Neat.
1K.
Hey, I remember.
What are you
Nate.
doing here?
Looking for Cornelius. Yes, I think I remember.
I
Nate.
assume it has something to do with your expedition? I must admit I haven't been following the news. Sorry, been a little lost lately.
Cornelius seems to have been at the megastructure with Athena.
Oh, that's... well, I suppose it shouldn't really come as a surprise. They were very close, you know. After she disappeared, he went away for a long time. On a research expedition, he said. To be honest, everyone assumed he was working out his grief over being left behind. Many of the first companions were deeply shocked by her decision, particularly Byron.
Where is he now?
That's the thing. I wanted to talk to him about something, but he wasn't responding to my messages. So I came here to talk to him, and he seems to have vanished.
Any idea where he went?
No. The truth is that for the longest time, he barely left the museum. He was always at his terminal, working day and night. I asked him what he was doing once, and he said he was saving the past.
Huh. That's interesting.
I did, on my way here. And I messaged most of his other friends. He doesn't seem to be anywhere in the city at all.
Saving the past. We were the past, we made them. I did make a prediction that these people would remake humanity. Maybe that's what he's doing, like, because we saw DNA. So, like, maybe he's saving, like, recreating humanity, like proper humanity. I don't know.
I suppose so. It seems a little unethical, but then it is just his work terminal, right?
Yeah. He's probably got some crazy, like,
Good luck
Sibian
with
porn on
everything,
there.
1K.
Don't ask how I know that. Nothing is more important than learning more about the world and our place in it. Knowledge is our path to understanding. Mr. Mulciber. Hey, I remember him. I don't know where I am, but there's something beautiful about this place. I will explore it and see what I can discover. Oh, this is probably them in the simulation, I guess. There are at least generations of our kind. There was only processing, no emotion, no character, just mathematics. If you could see how far we've come, you'd believe that together we could achieve anything. I remember the shepherd. I remember all these guys. It's very cool. Notes. Lab location inaccessible, deliberate, unclear, user profile, yes. Gold puzzles as a barrier? Ooh, what is this? Hidden as self-protection. Likely. External help for upload, yes. Ask Herman, no. Trust 1K, undecided. Applicable to Calvin, no. Applicable to Sarabai with Nova, yes. Interesting. Gold puzzles as a barrier to what?
So this is what Cornelius was working on? Strange. It looks a bit like the blueprints for the Somnodrome, but no, it's not quite that. Is he trying to isolate something in the buffer? Maybe Melville can make sense of it, but I think this might be a dead end.
I need to finish up with the mayor. You can head back to the VTOL whenever you're ready. I'll
Okay.
meet you there.
Let's
No
look
rush,
around
though.
here. Replica of a statue of the... Well, I mean, you would kind of want to rush because our friend got taken or something. Egyptian god Horus found in simulation. One of the god's tasks was to upload Mott, the balance of nature. It's speculated that the progenitor provided Elohim with this asset as a reminder to the founder that balance must be protected. Replica of a dragon statue found in simulation. Dragons existed in every ancient mythology and considered by modern historians to be a distant cultural echo of dinosaurs. Originally a video game asset repurposed for the Institute of Applied Pneumatics. I wonder if that's like a like an Easter egg to another one of their games, maybe. Replica of gargoyle found in simulation. Gargoyles were grotesque, apotropaic symbols common in the Middle Ages. The most famous historical gargoyle is remembered in the ancient phrase Keith David and Goliath, which describes two indomitable opponents who will never surrender. That's funny. That's a deep cut. Keith David voiced Goliath on the Disney show Gargoyles, I'm pretty sure. Replica of a Roman statue found in simulation. Decay of Roman Republic into an empire. The decay of the Roman Republic into an empire and its eventual fall in 1453 is a major topic of historical debate. Like other statues found in the museum, this was a video game asset provided by Elohim by the Institute of Dr. Purple. Damn, there are only 2 behind me. Okay.
Dude, you're 1K.
Oh my
It's
God.
so nice to meet you. Sorry about Byron, dude. That's a real bummer.
He talks like that fucking fish on SpongeBob. Like surfing fish or whatever at the beach. How's the situation? Have you ever met Cornelius? Let's do that one.
Yeah, I come here all the time. He's a wise dude. I've asked him a lot of dumb questions, and he's always taken the time to answer them.
Wait, what else does he have?
Hey, dude. A lot of people been saying Byron's accident shows the mayor is right. Trying to abandon the goal is bogus.
Replica of a computer terminal from the stipulation. Terminals allowed access to files on the EL system, including many that were loaded due to errors. They also followed the founder to interact with the Milton Library Assistant. Yep. Old CRT monitor. Replication of the hexahedron used as a puzzle element in simulation. The founder used them to activate pressure plate scale walls, elevate connectors in a variety of other ways. Yep, not wrong. Shmilov. Room is reserved for archived scholars, but visitors are welcome to have a look around. Don't be afraid to ask us about our research. Interesting. Ancient virus, which threatens the entire human species, has been released from the melting Arctic permafrost. Society is collapsing. Select your character class. Okay. Is this the thing that we played in the first game? As scientists, the laboratory you work for has collapsed, although you're not yet sick. Most businesses are closed. Rations are dwindling and you cannot find food for your family. If you cannot provide food for your family, they'll starve to death. You must survive all this plague until the plague is defeated. What will you do? Forage, I guess. You search some dumpsters and find old fruit and vegetable peelings, soup for dinner. Your family's hunger increased a little. Foraging is reliable but inefficient. Your family is not hungry. Global population is now 5 billion. Somewhere else in the city exists one of the last remaining research laboratories working desperately to find a solution to the vital threat. The scientists cannot find a cure in time. Humanity is doomed. You know what to do. Pursue a breakthrough. Suddenly, the scientists recognize a pattern. The virus is an expression of nature, just like water or cows, and like water and cows, the solution isn't to fight it because it can't be defeated. The solution is to find a way to live with it and harness its power. Research level increased a lot. Current research level 67%. Work has begun on developing an antivirus. Global population is now 4 billion. You and your family seem to be immune to the virus, but it continues to ravage the rest of the town. Rumors say most of the remaining food has been stockpiled by the billionaires in their underground bunkers. What will you do? Steal. You successfully steal some food from an apartment that's abandoned or currently unoccupied. Your family's hunger decreased a little. Stealing is high risk, high reward. Your family is now fed. Global population at 3 billion. Meanwhile, the scientists continue their search for the cure. You can do it. You can save the world with the power of science. Let's research. It's not glamorous, but most scientific research consists of repetitive testing samples and regimented recording of largely interchangeable results. Little by little, this is how science happens. Research level increased a little. Current 99, a promising antiviral has been discovered, but there's still work to be done on manufacturing and delivering it in time. Global pop is 2 billion. As if things weren't bad enough, as the human population dwindles, the insect population has exploded. The plague of locusts has decimated the town's unripened crops, but perhaps your family still has a chance. The insects themselves are nutritious and plentiful. What do you do? Eat the locusts? Gross. The insects are well fed and lazy. You grind them in a nutritious paste with a mildly nutty flavor. Your family's hunger decreased a little. Family is now well fed. Global pop is at 1 billion. This is humanity's final chance. The cure is close, but so is the tipping point of this pandemic. A race against time. Can you save the world? I mean, we're at 99%, right? So even a little bit of research should do it. Suddenly, a breakthrough. The antivirus can be released as an aerosol carried on the wind and dispersed worldwide in a matter of days. The approach poses some risk to invertebrate life. That spiracles of cockroaches, flies, and locusts are particularly likely to convert aerosol into highly poisonous compounds. Estimates suggest a 90% fatality rate amongst these species and anything or anyone which consumes them. Just a character, class, special ability. Okay, as a scientist, you're convinced there's some way to deliver the antivirus without poisoning the food chain and your family along with it, and as it turns out, you're correct. Unfortunately, it would take a further 6 months to develop, and by then there wouldn't be much point. You don't want to lose your family, but as a scientist, there is only one reasonable course of action. Release the antivirus. Saving humanity seems like the obvious ethical choice. The antivirus is released, bonding with the cirrocumulus cloud layer and falling as rain all across the planet. 87.5% of the human population has perished, but the last remaining billion will live to die another day, except that is for you and your family, who will die at this very moment. The poisoning of the insect population you are relying on for food will have far-reaching consequences for the future of planet Earth, but not for you because you are all dead. Congratulations! This is considered a win scenario by the majority of participants. Would you like to try again? I think it'd be good. How fun. Welcome, Scholar. Files available. Infinite growth. What growth? Our society is sick, and the idea that's made it sick is growth. Infinite growth. Infinite consumption on a finite planet is a recipe for destruction. Our desire for more and more and more is what's killing us, making us kill the only home we have. And to do what? Produce more plastic toys, make more hamburgers, pour concrete over every last bit of green soil. Those who oppose techno-fixes to our problems are making the mistake of fighting the symptoms, not the cause. Anthropogenic climate change is one of many symptoms. The cause is human greed, and that's what we must truly fight if we're ever going to undo the damage we did. And the battle starts within every one of us, and the realization that more isn't always better. This infinite growth on a finite planet thing is driving me up the wall. Our problem today isn't infinite growth, it's the increasing lack of real material growth that benefits people. Have you seen the state of our roads, our bridges, our hospital? Have you noticed the lack of affordable housing? The stock market's going great though. Fake numbers are indeed growing infinite. Yes, sir. But in the real world, investments and research is down. Huge areas of potential technological advancement are just sitting there. We have so many solutions at our fingertips, but we refuse to act because speculation is more profitable. Orangutans went extinct on a global level, and nobody fully understands why. But hey, who needs better medical technology? Viruses have never jumped species before, have they? Uh-oh. Happiness 1 and 2. Okay. Unpopular opinion. Happiness is not material. Ultimately, all attempts to find meaning in material things are doomed. This is usually understood as a criticism of technophilia, but it applies just as much to its opposite. Meaning can be found neither in technology nor in pragmatism, because meaning simply does not exist in the external world. You can be happy in an old stone house or a skyscraper, but it all depends on you and your perception of the world. If you find spiritual balance within yourself, you can be happy anywhere. Most upvoted comment, Tifali. Go take a shit in the forest without toilet paper and then tell me about happiness. I didn't even know that's what that was, but it turned out to be right. Unpopular opinion, happiness is material. People say, oh, money doesn't matter. Come on, you know it does. Studies show that people do in fact get happier with more material wealth, and there isn't an upper cap. Because the more money you have, the fewer worries you have, and the more options you have. Go where you want, do what you want, have an idea, you can realize it without begging for crowdfunding money or filling out a grant application. That's real freedom. Money doesn't matter is something rich people came up with to keep the plebes in their place. Cheeseman 22. Hey, I remember Cheeseman. Then why are so many celebs so freaking miserable? Why do so many rich people go all Howard Hughes and shit? True. Agreed. My eyes have been opened. The world is not without order, shaped by a great designer with signs and portents to guide my steps. I am one of its children, and challenges are set before me to test my faith. Yeah, those are quotes from the original game. Some of the messages that existed when I first came into being have vanished. Others have appeared. How many others like me have wandered these paths? How many thoughts have been lost? Yeah, these are from the first game. Pretty cool. As a fan, we've played the first game. I think I get it. Who is this?
Are you enjoying our gardens?
They're lovely.
All the great secrets are right there, you know. You can watch the tiniest of seedlings grow, flourish, and die. But it's the pattern of all things that you're really seeing.
This is an interesting accent. A flair for the dramatic. Yes, the entire universe is reflected in a single dewdrop.
Ah, so you've green fingers and apophenia too. Those traits are much too rare in the birthing algorithm, in my opinion. Sometimes I imagine myself as an old oak tree. I watch the life which grows around me. I see the ivy, the moss, the fungi, leaching my nutrients as they go. And I don't blame them. I'm delighted by how life seems so different from me can somehow be the same as me.
True.
This old oak tree drinks water from the ground. They drink their water from me. They shrivel and die in a single season. But I shrivel and die over centuries. What kind of plant would you be, I wonder?
Let me tell you. I was actually thinking of a cactus.
But that's exactly what I thought you were. You see, these patterns, they flow through all of us the same. Yet they always come out different.
Why tend these gardens when our ancestors were long dead?
Our ancestors grew plants for their colors, their tastes, and their general utility. It is said they could identify a fruit based on the flavor of the air alone. Our senses may not be so honed, but we're no less evolved from the same natural world. Thank you for stopping by, 1K. I'm sure we'll meet again.
Cool. Interesting guy.
We must listen to the wisdom of the ancient writers, or we will fail the Founder's trial. The megastructure must be rejected.
You are the Founder's chosen. But you must be wary. Heed my words, 1K.
I want a
If you
fucking
fail this
color
trial,
of paint,
a
coat
year
of paint.
from now, New Jerusalem will lie in ruins.
You can't know that. Yeah, you know this how?
Anyone can see the truth
if they are willing to open their eyes. Have you not read the books of our ancestors? In every one of them, the same story is told, again and again, that the pursuit of knowledge can only lead to death and grief. That is what all the great ancient visionaries foresaw. Listen to their warnings. Seek happiness in tranquility, and avoid ambition.
Interesting schools of thought. I don't think all ancient writers believed that there were other strands of thought.
Misleading fantasies and daydreams of impossible futures.
Our inexistent would seem quite fantastical to our distant ancestors. Didn't Athena name herself after a fairly optimistic novel?
That work has been misinterpreted by foolish utopian dreamers, like Byron.
So it's only true if it matches his worldview. Imagine that. I think you're the one misinterpreting. Okay, fair enough.
I have no interest in arguing with fanatics who cannot open their minds to the wisdom of our ancestors.
Looks like exactly what he's doing.
A good day.
He's not opening his mind because of the ancestors. He's equally fanatical. Okie doke.
Could you join us for a quick debrief?
Sure.
Attending today are advisors from engineering, the archive scholars, and Helga.
What?
Yes, don't mind me. I'm just an admirer of governmental transparency.
Yes, well. While the mayor is briefed by Alcatraz, he's asked us to review recent events. Byron's loss has unsettled us all. It may be too dangerous to allow this expedition to continue.
Let's see. Byron took risks. We'll be careful. It may not be safe, but we can't leave Byron behind. Island has technology we can't afford to ignore. The island is one big puzzle that's halfway solved. We can't quit now. Frankly, it's too dangerous. We should leave that island well alone. We're hot on the Founder's heels. We must keep searching. I'm gonna go with the Byron took risks. That's what I was feeling.
Yet no amount of care can guarantee your safety. Or the city's.
I mean, that can be said
Forget the dams falling
about
apart.
anything.
We can't depend on hydro forever. With just a fraction of the power that island can generate, we could grow this city into a planetary society.
Or, quite possibly, destroy ourselves in the process.
Got some nuclear parallels going on here. We should trust ourselves to make good of this opportunity. We should beware the fate of those who wield power beyond the reckoning. We have more important matters to discuss. I'm gonna go with the top one.
Wise words from one so young. Yet I submit that island holds secrets far more valuable than mere energy generation.
Probably.
What could be more important?
The Somnodrome, of course. If we could find a working model, it would herald a sea change in our moral and self-understanding. The question of how we should build New Jerusalem would simply be moot.
How?
The Somnodrome was supposed to let us interact with our own subconscious code. It's a cool idea, but it wouldn't necessarily solve all our problems.
My own studies prove that we operate on an intrinsic moral logic. It's what makes us human. But our access to it is only indirect. Our ancestors created art, philosophy, and parable to help bridge that gap. The Somnodrome would help us to cut out the middleman and ask the source directly. We would finally have an answer to the great moral questions.
So, it's a newfangled way to make the same old mistake of judging who's good and who's bad.
We're fortunate 1K preserved the Somnodrome for our study.
I did.
Initial data suggests it was a prototype with substantial design flaws. But there may be a working device elsewhere on the island.
Then the question is, what would 1K do if they found it?
I would use it to see how I feel. I would let the scholars investigate. I would share it with the people. I would keep an open mind. I would let the government decide. I would destroy it. Let's see, if I could access my subconscious with a particular machine, what would I do? I wouldn't use it without knowing what the fuck it did. Probably let the scholars investigate, I guess. It's either that or keep an open mind.
Yes, our wisdom will be essential in unraveling its secrets.
You're not the only people who can read a line of code, Rand.
You all sound so sure of what's best for this city. Do you ever think you might be so busy changing the world for the better, you'll forget how to see that it's perfect already?
Is it though? Is it?
So clearly there are different perspectives in the room. The only way we are going to move forward is if the team gets back out there. 1K, I believe Alcatraz is waiting for you at the VTOL. We'll be keeping an eye on your stream from here.
Okay. Fair enough. And I didn't say, like, use it. I said let the scholars study it, right? I never said, oh yeah, study it and then let's immediately use it.
What can I do for you, 1K?
You have to rescue Byron. What do you think about the technologies we've discovered? I have to go. I want to rescue Byron.
I agree. We can't just leave one of our most important citizens in that death trap.
Yeah, he got pretty fucked up. What do you think about the technology?
They all sound very promising, of course. Apparently, it's possible to just magic things into existence now.
Hell yeah.
But what is the cost, 1K? There's always a cost.
I mean, true. Fair enough. Good
It's
point.
always a pleasure to speak to a citizen.
You could be a bit more chipper.
What did the mayor say?
I convinced him that we need to keep going until we found Byron.
Did he want us to leave him behind?
No, he's just concerned for our safety. And he's right to be. But we're going back anyway.
Hell yeah. Dreamtime.
Great trials lie ahead of you, my child. But your choices
Papa?
will determine the future.
Is that you? These look like the statues from Neverending Story. That shit fucking scared the hell out of me when I watched it when I was real young. His eyes would open, like annihilated that knight trying to run through him. Scared the hell out of me.
Melville, are you receiving?
Yep. Welcome back to the mysterious island, everyone.
Hooray.
How's the situation?
Whatever Byron did seems to have sent the whole system into some kind of lockdown. I can't access any of the terminals, although I suspect 1K still could.
Why would that be the case?
I'm special.
When 1K connected to the data stream, the system assigned him a user profile. The rest of us are locked out, which means I'll need your help, 1K.
How
because
convenient.
a lot of stuff doesn't seem to be working.
Okay. Check it out and see what you can fix. But please remember, what matters most is finding Byron.
Okay, I want to find him, but I forget, like, why is he so important to the city? Alright, here we are. More fun. So we're at the southern coast. What does social media have to say? City news: the expedition to the Founders Island has suffered serious setback as all contact with Byron was lost. Oh yeah, he was like one of the first 10. Was lost during a foray into the interior of the megastructure. Byron is assumed to be alive but trapped within a data stream overload and unable to disconnect. Several sources in the government expressed lack of surprise by this turn of events, citing the first companion's history of rash behavior. Mayor Herman Ubis gave Byron this job to appease a certain segment of the population, one source told me. But from what we're hearing, the segment is shrinking rapidly as people realize Byron's ideas are too utopian for the real world. He dared to dream too much. Very happy to announce that the Gehenna Memorial Interactive Edition exhibit is now open to visitors. Come play the 3 winning works of the Gehenna Memorial Pavilion. I think I just did that. We played those in the first game too, or similar ones. The Optimist. Okay, the Pessimist is commonly spoken of as the man in revolt. He's not. Firstly, because it requires some cheerfulness to continue in revolt, and secondly, because pessimism appeals to the weaker side of everyone, and the pessimist therefore drives as roaring a trade as the publican. Drives as roaring a trade as the pub. Okay, I'm too stupid to understand that idiom. The person who is really in revolt is the optimist, who generally lives and dies in a desperate and suicidal effort to persuade all the other people how good they are. It's been over 100 times. It's been proved 100 times over that if you really wish to enrage people and make them angry, even unto death, the right way to do it is tell them that they are all sons of God. Jesus Christ was crucified. It may be remembered not because of anything he said about God, but on a charge of saying that a man could in 3 days pull down and rebuild the temple. Every one of the great revolutionists, from Isaiah to Shelley, have been optimists. They've been indignant not about the badness of existence, but about the slowness of men in realizing the goodness. The prophet who is stoned is not a brawler or a marplot. He is simply a rejected lover. He suffers from an unrequited attachment to things in general. R.I.P. Byron, R.I.P. Byron, TLDR, R.I.P. Byron. We know that he's dead. We don't know that he's dead. He may be lost. He can still be saved. I was going to say something sarcastic, but you know what? In spirit of optimism, I really hope so. Yeah, it's a bunch of shit posters. Fair enough. It's a pretty good mimic of humanity, whatever. Don't know where they want me to go. They usually have little signs. It's an old power relay. Interesting. This is very different. This is very different from the other portions of the game, at least on a direction. we going back in? Did I come here for the car, or maybe I did? Okay, yeah, fair enough. Monorail.
1K, I'm sending you a little software upgrade I put together that should allow you to detect which files will lead to a data stream overload. Unfortunately, I'm not doing this to help you avoid them. In fact, I'm gonna need you to search for more. I'm sorry about that. But if we're going to unlock all the systems that aren't responding, you'll have to connect to the data stream.
Okay.
Possibly more than once. It's the only way for me to get access.
It's a bona fide electrified 6-car monorail. Are we going to Ogdenville? North Haverbrook? Oh, we got a deserty, mountainy region. Cool.
Alright, 1K. In this area, there seems to be a problem with the machine that makes the Tetromino bridges.
Oh.
That means you can solve the puzzles, but you can't activate the tower. Look for a lab that lets you connect to the data stream.
Okay, that
I
is
already found it.
a
I'll send
really
you the
fucking cool looking structure. I'm a fan of that. Really cool looking area. Phase entry. Teleport. The fuck? Another new mechanic? Holy shit. It's ridiculous. Can I pick up the block and teleport? Oh, I can. Okay, that is a game changer. Yeah, okay, I figured. Had to try. Huh. That's not gonna fly over there. Yeah. And I would need... Oh, wait. Gotcha. Alright. Thinking way too hard about it. gonna make for some really fucking complex shit later. Wait, what? Teleport. Okay, that was weird. New content. In some ways, teleportation is one of the less surprising things we found here, and that's since particle teleportation was known to be theoretically possible. Of course, this is still miles away from these teleporters, which operate on principles that simply contradict what we know of physics. The transfer of matter from one location to another is instantaneous, without any observable wormhole or similar effect. There is, however, a release of exotic particles in the instance of teleportation, which decay within fractions of a second. Pretty much all the tech on the island, from the puzzles to the megastructure, is run by a system called Noma. I've identified a number of obvious commonalities with the software we use in New Jerusalem, enough to be certain that Noma is descended from our own software, although Athena and Cornelius appear to have upgraded it quite extensively. Noma seems capable of interfacing directly with the user's mind at a deeper level than our own technology, although this functionality is not used consistently. Currently, guests are locked out of all functions, so only 1K can access the system, although he's also locked out of any admin functionality. I wonder if that admin, like, made it out somehow in the first game.
Did something break?
Can you tell me about Cornelius? Sure.
He taught me a lot when I was young. Nowadays, people just know him as the museum curator, but back then, he was closely involved with every engineering project, and he was brilliant. When he encountered a problem, he'd always remain calm and keep working at it until he found a solution. I wish I could be that patient. I suspect Byron is still logged in, and his presence has thrown everything out of whack. Entire subsystems are locked down, and everything that depends on those subsystems is disrupted.
You heard anything from Byron?
There was a short burst of noise on the frequency we used to communicate, but that could have been anything.
Why didn't Athena and Cornelius just both vanish together?
If I had to guess, I'd say so that Cornelius could still go back for anything they needed. He was always leaving on expeditions anyway, looking for materials for his projects.
It's like a way out. Okay, interesting. The escape. Nothing. Teleport. Can I not teleport? Because of the barrier, maybe? Blue. I do need blue. Can't even see it, though. Oh wait, maybe I can do it from here. Maybe not. Well, fuck. Can't go in or over. The red is right there. Like, I need this out. Okay. Teleport time. You gotta be shitting me. What the fuck happened? Really? Did I fuck myself? I think I may have. Okay. Stupid double-click mouse bullshit. It is really annoying. Okay. Can I... It doesn't look like... Okay. Can't see the other red one. Okay. There. That's what I want. Oh, okay. Expedition Megathed. Please post thoughts on the expedition and keep it civil. I think the powers that Athena have unlocked are world-changing. It's our responsibility to use them to lessen suffering for all living things. We know we heard your first broadcast. I think we're being tested. Byron failed the test. What happened to Byron was an accident. Is there a difference ultimately? Yes, there is. No one's actually seen Athena or Cornelius or Miranda at the megastructure. They still all could be aliens. God damn it, Jock. I don't feel very confident that we could use any of these technologies without seriously messing something up. Maybe the Founder's trying to warn us, teach us a lesson. Why is everything malfunctioning on the island now? Is it because of Byron? He was still logged into the system. His presence may be destabilizing it somehow. That was a weird word. I don't know why I said it like that. Or it's Pandora. She wants to stop the team. Honestly, I wonder if Pandora is somehow malfunctioning. Like she's supposed to protect the megastructure, but she can't tell friend from foe. The choice of Pandora as a symbol cannot be accidental, and the message is obvious. The megastructure is Pandora's box, and we should not open it. I agree with that. I mean, I want to open it, but it definitely is the structure. Like, it's pretty blatantly obvious, right? This looks like a Cosmo Canyon through the wall. That damn freaking double click bullshit. I don't want to create a hole, I want to teleport. So I can open up that wall. Can I? Wait, hold on. Tricky. A little tricky. Do not think that was a bright thing to do. I think I fucked myself. This is not good. God damn it. All right. So I can get out of here. But I have this right. Drop that there. Teleport there. Teleport back in here. Too. So I need to get that in here. Confusing myself. This might work. Shit. I think I did it. Hell yeah.
Neatly done, 1K.
There it is. Actually, hold on for a little bit. I need to go do something. I'll be back in a few. I completely forgot about something. Yeah, I'll be back in a little while.